The debate on government incentives has raged on. And if it is expected to be a given, it can actually generate real debate on the pros and cons.
We have to look at the cost-benefit analysis of these incentives because we are land-linked. We have our challenges as a country, so we must lay strategies that will attract investment, that will make us grow the key sectors that will drive economic growth. And that's where those incentives are. They are meant for that purpose.
All these giveaways I am actually providing to investors is not free in real terms. It is really like a subsidy that I provide. Now, if you cost that subsidy, it comes to an enormous amount of money that we feel is actually real revenue that could be deployed in critical sectors like agriculture, education, health, and the like. So the point is, an estimation, for instance, by the African Development Bank, I think in the year 2009-2010, estimated that Uganda lost 690 billion. Okay? Now, this is a huge amount of money if you put that in context of how much, that was only in that financial year. If you put it in context of the budget for agriculture, for instance, what could that have done for our farmers? And it was given as an incentive or incentives to foreign investors.
Incentives to investors are categorized. First, they are those given by law.
If you visit the Ministry of Finance, you'll find even notices saying we no longer give exemptions. The reason was that they would want to give incentives or exemptions that anybody can enjoy as long as you fit within that category. Now, some of the exemptions that are being given or incentives, for example, when you invest in an item, say plant and machinery, within Kampala, you get 50% initial allowance. You claim your cost 50% of it in your first year of operation. So anybody who is in business, you don't need to first ask the Commissioner General or the Minister, anybody to attain that incentive. If you invest outside the prescribed area, you get 75% initial allowance. Now, that means that you recover your investment in the first years of operation.
There are, however, particular projects and investors who generate much debate, like the case of Bidco, which benefits from incentives by law and otherwise.
I think at the end of the day, incentives work for somebody. The question is, who does it work for? Yes. Recently, you have covered quite admirably challenges that we've had with one of the companies that is operating in one of the islands in Uganda that was given, I think, a holiday 25 years or something like that. And you see, that benefit goes right to the company, but that is what you see. At the end of the day, given the context in which we operate, there might be a trickle effect that there is a bit of collusion that actually happens. So we need to do a better understanding of who actually benefits from incentives.
They get the exemptions which are in here, in the law, but in addition, they got like I think a tax holiday, because when we are signing the contract with the government of Uganda, there are some specific incentives that we are put within the contract. They enjoy them, but you see, when you look at how much we may be not be getting as tax from them and the benefits that the country is getting, they are enormous.
Some incentives today are sector-wide, and for government, the intention is to prop them up and foster more job creation. But for critics of the incentive regime, investors actually need much more than just exemptions and holidays.
Investors are attracted to a country not because of incentives. They are attracted because of other critical factors of production. They are coming here because they want to produce and market. So things like political stability, security, economic infrastructure like roads, railway, electricity are more important than incentives.